Good morning. Happy Sunday to you. It's your girl, I am Royalty. I'm just chiming back in so that we can finish talking about Mary and Martha. I know the last time that I posted on Mary and Martha, we were over there in the book of Luke, Luke 10:38. And I want to go to that verse, this particular verse that I really want to talk about on today. And it's verse 41. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you are worried and upset about many things. And after a while of, pondering about that, it made me think about how over there in Isaiah 9:6, that Jesus is our wonderful counselor. Now, we all know that when you go to counseling, you sit down, you talk to the counselor about whatever it is that's taking place in your life. But in this particular incident, we see where Jesus is actually counseling Martha. He's causing her to locate herself. Although we already know that he knows everything that's going on with her, but does she? Does she know that what's actually taking place with her is affecting her conduct? Because if you look at it, Martha's being kind of like a talebearer, but she's also not identifying with the fact that maybe she's called to do one thing and Mary's called to do another. A lot of times that's what we don't face a lot of times in life, that maybe, okay, even when we go to church, we have different ministries in the church. So you may have the health ministry, you may have people who work in the daycare, the Sunday school teachers, and this, that, and the other, which that's something that I did. You may have the women who are on the women's ministry. You have your pastor, you have your teachers, you have your ministers, and your elders, and different things like that of the church. So we are all called to different service areas of the church. But the problem with Martha is that she's so concerned about Mary. Although last time when I talked to you guys, I mentioned how, did they ever sit down and talk about what was supposed to transpire on this specific day? Hey, we don't know. But what we do know is that the counselor has now come out in Jesus to cause Martha to now locate herself. To also let her know that, he's not going to take away from another person something that they are doing, which is important to them, because a lot of times we have to face that our right may not be a God right. Although you may feel as though someone's not doing something that you don't think that they should be or shouldn't be doing. But with God, God knows where everyone is already at. So your right may not be a God kind of right. And a lot of times that's what God is looking for us to do in life when we're dealing with people. You might have to cause people to sometimes think about what you're thinking about. Help them locate themselves. Allow a lot of times the counselor to come out in you. Scripture was given to us just for that. But that's why a lot of times we have to grow in wisdom, stature, favor with God and man. Because when we begin to go and grow in that God kind of wisdom, we also have the ability to come alongside others in our life and kind of like help guide them. God has called us to be co-regents in the earth. And what that means is that we are called to still come out here and help others along the way. And it's good for us to know that and have the ability to do that. Because a lot of times we don't want to be causing harm. We want to be helping. All right, it's your girl, I am Royalty, and I hope that was a point to ponder.